2024 was a decent year for racing games, if a little bereft of new entries from long-standing series. For 2025, the outlook doesn't look any different in that regard. Criterion are still deep in production on the next as-yet unannounced Need for Speed game. Forza Horizon 6 may or may not make an appearance this year, given Playground Games' focus on Fable's long-awaited reboot. Mario Kart 9 we've only seen the briefest glimpse of in Nintendo's Switch 2 announcement trailer. That said, there are some excellent racing games coming this year, and the list we've provided here, which for the record is ordered via least to most anticipated, arguably displays more promise than 2024. Note though, racers we'd expect to see new entries for, namely F1 25, MotoGP 25, and possibly Ride 6, have been left out to give space for some lesser known titles to shine. Endurance Motor Series. Experience the slow-burning drama of endurance racing in Endurance Motor Series, upcoming from Studio KT Racing, who are deviating from their usual fare of WRC and MXGP games. Glossing over Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, of course, to put you behind the wheel of the world's most hard-wearing motor cars. However, honing your stamina for long-distance racing is only half the experience. In a unique twist, in Endurance Motor Series, you can virtually hot desk between the car and the pit wall, modifying race strategy via abundant data sources, including a neat weather radar. Rotor. Capturing the frenzied pace of competitive drone racing via responsive physics-based gameplay is Rotor, a racer Italian studio Sleepless Vulture promises us isn't just for those with rapid reflexes. Indeed, this easy-to-pick-up yet difficult-to-master racer pledges multiple game modes, including conventional head-to-head races, time attacks, and chase modes, but we're all here for the stomach-churning zip of drones in flight, which, whilst unique in its own right, should appeal to fans of anti-grav racers such as Wipeout. Monster Energy Supercross 25. One of the most requested features from Supercross's community is finally arriving in Monster Energy Supercross 25. Dynamic terrain deformation will evolve a track's undulating mounds of dirt lap after lap, providing a fresh dynamism to races. Banks and ruts will form and deform as races progress, which, in addition to the revamped physics systems and super sharp graphics courtesy of Unreal Engine 5, gives this year's Supercross entry unprecedented levels of realism and authenticity. JDM Japanese Drift Master. JDM appeared on our 2024 list of upcoming racing games despite not having a release window. Well, 2025, developer Gaming Factory assures us is the year of the Japanese Drift Master, so we're taking another look at this simcade slice of Japanese automotive culture, and the past 12 months have been kind. We've clear views of JDM's 250-kilometer open world, blending rural mountain passes with bustling city highways, supported by real-life traffic and dynamic weather. The sideways driving is still sublime, with enough tune-up options and paint colors to keep petrolheads happy. Exo Rally Championship. Have you ever imagined the world's most brutal off-roading but in space? Well, imagine no more, as Exo Rally Championship puts you behind the wheel of a variety of space rovers to tackle harsh, unexplored exoplanet wilds, landscapes battered by violent winds, plunging temperatures, and some truly cinematic meteor showers. Rovers can be tuned, specialty wheels can be outfitted, suspension softened, but whatever the setup, Exo Rally Championship looks like it'll be tough to survive. RCS jets add a fun dynamic to airborne maneuvers though. NASCAR 25. NASCAR 25 will be the first in a new line of NASCAR games from iRacing, since they acquired the official license to produce racers based off America's premier stock car series from Motorsport Games back in 2023. And the hope for the team at Monster Games is that 25 will present the most authentic bumper-to-bumper action beyond any NASCAR game that has come before it. Laser scan cars and tracks will inject the proper look for sure, but it's iRacing's decade-long expertise as NASCAR's official simulation partner that'll ensure NASCAR 25 has the right feel too. Project Motor Racing. Coming from publisher Giant Software, an outfit who've built their reputation on farming simulator games, Project Motor Racing aims to replicate the challenge of prestige-level racing, delivered with all the high-octane passion you'd expect in elite motorsport. Straight 4 Studios are developing Project Motor Racing using Giant's engine, the same tech created for Farming Simulator back in 2008. So whilst, yes, you'd expect the officially licensed vehicles here to travel much quicker than a tractor, using the same engine allows Straight 4 to harness a decade and a half's worth of physics simulation, making Project Motor Racing feel like the real thing. The Karters 2 Turbocharged. If you can't wait for Mario Kart 9 on Nintendo's just announced Switch 2, then the Karters 2 Turbocharge looks to be a worthwhile alternative to scratch your chaotic karting itch. Taking inspiration from Mario Kart 8, but combining with a race feel close to Crash Team Racing via wide track design, heavy steering, and powerful boosts, the Karters 2 Turbocharge brings a raft of single and online multiplayer race and tournament modes, at least 16 twisting circuits, and a barrage of killer weapons to wipe out your opponents on the way to the top of that podium. Recreation. Granting unfettered access to a 400 square kilometer open world sandbox, which you can shape, decorate, and personalize to your whim, Arcade Racer Recreation presents a smorgasbord of jumps, loops, stunt ramps, half pipes, and tubes to plonk atop a living, breathing environment. The crazier the better. The aim here isn't just to outrace your friends, but to outstunt and outcrash each other within your own wacky creations. Tokyo Extreme Racer. The second game on this list to celebrate Japanese car culture is Tokyo Extreme Racer, a cult favorite arcade racing series which is taking to the streets for the first time in 18 years. JDM Japanese Driftmaster might have appeared higher on this list if its anticipation wasn't getting overshadowed by Tokyo Extreme Racer. And even though we haven't seen much of the latter in action, the hype is definitely growing. Both titles offer a raft of tune-up options, bodywork, and paint job upgrades, plus an extensive list of iconic Japanese motors. But Tokyo Extreme Racer, not just using its reputation as an established series, is going heavy on narrative, with 200 rival characters, each with unique storylines, dueling it out for Shuto Expressway supremacy within a closed-off section of Tokyo. Screamer. And just like London buses, not one, but two iconic anime-influenced racing games are making comebacks in 2025. Hot on the heels of Tokyo Extreme Racer is Screamer, originally released back in 1995 and widely regarded as pushing the boundaries of what racing games could be. Legendary racing game studio Milestone are at the helm, reimagining Screamer through a sci-fi lens, blending high-octane racing for which they have 30-plus years experience with, in their words, revolutionary gameplay and interwoven character arcs. Screamer's modern reboot could be something special. Overjump Rally. A bit of trend forming here at the sharp end of this rundown. Overjump Rally is, for all intents and purposes, a loving recreation of Sega Rally, a title which many who are old enough will have seen countless times in every arcade hall they visited the world over. Overjump Rally appeared on our list of upcoming racing games for 2024 and beyond, and whilst this time last year it was closer to a proof of concept than a fully fledged game, what we're seeing now is a meaty title, revamping the original's legendary arcade time attack, but through the eyes of a modern sheen, courtesy of Unreal Engine 5. Wreckfest 2. Released at the start of the current console generation, the original Wreckfest proved to be a surprise hit, melding the fender-bending chaos of classic Destruction Derby with unwaveringly tense racing and thoroughly weighty car physics. For Wreckfest 2, Bugbear Studios are promising unrivaled destruction with more intricate component damage, deep armor and damage systems, and higher fidelity impact supported by cutting-edge physics simulation. Full contact racing, where the only rule is there are no rules, has never looked more enticing. Sonic Racing Crossworlds. With Mario Kart 9 on the horizon, it'll be a tall order for Sonic's latest chaotic karting foray to take the crown away from Nintendo's racing series, but a shift of development from Sumo Digital to Sega's proprietary Sega Elite Racing Team, a studio comprising team members who have worked on Crazy Taxi, Outrun, Sega Rally, and Daytona USA, plus a focus on the successful third movie's Black Hedgehog Shadow, means the outlook is good for Sonic Racing Crossworlds either way. Assetto Corsa Evo. At the time of writing, Assetto Corsa Evo has just entered early access, and with that, a handful of early access related issues have reared their head. Kinks will be ironed out, of course, away from teething problems. What we have here is amongst the most authentic racing simulations ever produced. Underpinned by rebuilt physics engines which precisely calculate the dread of underbraking at high speed, of aquaplaning through pools of rainwater, of perfectly hitting an apex, yet tentatively exerting throttle control for fear of a snapping rear end, Assetto Corsa Evo has potential to raise the bar for racing simulation, beyond Gran Turismo or Forza Motorsport's achievements. So, what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.